Shalom, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Kakadash. This relates to quick news. China tests a non-nuclear blowtorch BOMB that generates fireballs longer than a TNT. China has reportedly developed a hydrogen BOMB capable of precise control over its blast intensity, marking a significant advancement in its nuclear weapons technology. I'll get a scripture talking about Isaiah relating to let's see what I find that relates to the instrument. Let me get it right now. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and bringeth forth an instrument to work for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So he's forging, developing, relating to an instrument. Instrument is going to be something that's going to be used. It's going to be used to create for the waster to destroy. You know what I mean? And this goes to the missiles, man. Oppenheimer, you know what I mean? I was looking at a video talking about, allegedly, at the Bohemian Grove, Oppenheimer, they were discussing relating to certain matters pertaining to that, allegedly. Anyway, let me get it from another version. Isaiah 54 and let's get it from another version. I created the blacksmith who builds a fire and forges the weapon. And that forges the weapon is the instrument that through that forging. Let me read it again. I created the blacksmith who builds a fire and forges the weapon. Also create the soldier who uses the weapon to KIL, the waster to destroy, man. So they're going to create the instrument related to these missiles, and they're going to create soldiers to train them so they can use them to KIL, man. And these relates to weapons of war, man. You know what I mean? These missiles are part of that, man, and other forms of technology, man. So that non-nuclear blowtorch BOMB, China, that's just one of a variety of their nuclear paraphernalia of technology, man. You know what I mean? Because each country is trying to establish more superiority as far as their equipment, their technology, and most of all their weaponry, man. And U.S. has stuff they don't say nothing about, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they're advanced, man. You know what I mean? Imagine 60, 70 years ago, how advanced the stuff they had back then. Fast forward today, you know what I mean? They have stuff that's radically advanced, man. You know what I mean? Let's go to, let me go back to that video and I'll show you a little bit of it. This is for educational use purpose under the Fair Use Act 1976. Only strictly for educational use. Look at that. Oh, you don't just record it, so that's all. This is just some of the video. This is Wion Gravitas, and it's showing examples of the relating to this relating to this weapon. Give you an example. You go to Revelations 11 and 14. Go to Revelations 9 and 12. The first war is coming, the second and third war cometh thereafter. The second war is past, and the third war cometh quickly. So it's something that's going to come very quickly. What is that? These missiles, man, they're going to come very quickly, suddenly, even unexpectedly. Let's get some more scriptures real quick. That's the launching station. All right, let's get let me see. Get a few scriptures relating to talking about this. Long chapter anyway. What do I do? It's weird. Alright, here we go. Alright, 2 Peter 3 and 10. And the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. That goes with, it's going to catch a lot of people by surprise. In which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. What's the great noise? The missiles, man. The thrust, the missiles, the propulsion. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What's going to melt with fervent heat? The radiation. That's going to melt everything with the intensity of that heat, man. You know, I mean, everything that comes in this path is going to be dissolved, man. And the earth and its works are therein shall be burned up. So pretty much everything. And seeing then that all these things be dissolved, what manner of person he ought to be in holy conversation and godliness, and looking for and hastening coming to the day of the Lord of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's the point. You're gonna melt with fervent heat, man. Everything's gonna be dissolved. That's due to radiation, man. You know. Zechariah 14, let's get it. But the Lord will bring a terrible disease on the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot away while they are standing up. And that goes to the radiation. Remember Terminator 1, that vision? Their eyes will rot in their sockets, man. And their tongues will rot in their mouths. At that time, the Lord will cause panic, man. That's the NCV. And the NCV would be, let me see. That would be New Century Version. That's what the NCV is. The New Century Version. You got different variations relating to different Bibles. New American Standard Bible, which is an NSAB. You have the Message. You have the GNT. You have the ASV, which is American Standard Version. I can go on and on. I'll read it from another version. This is American Standard Version. And this shall be the plague where Yahweh will smite all the people that have warred against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while standing upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their sockets. So they're going to melt away. Their eyes are going to melt away, their tongue, everything. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult shall be among them, and they shall lay hold, every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. So the point is, man, a certain plague, a pestilence, even a disease. And this is the radiation. That's going to be the ultimate plague. You know what I mean? And that's going to come on the earth, man. You know what I mean? Woe unto the habits that dwell upon the earth, man. You know what I mean? So that's going to be, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, man. Sudden, unexpected, sudden. You know what I mean? Very unexpected, man. So that's the ultimate plague. So this was relating to that's what you see relating to what these countries are having, relating to these missiles, man. Whether it's America, whether it's China, or various countries, because all of them are nuclear capable, man. Let me get one more. Joel 3. I'm gonna make this too long. You can go to 2nd Ezra 16:31-32. Also Isaiah 3:25, talking about ones who are going to die in war, man. That's part of that sword. You have, let's go to make the announcement that goes to proclaiming among the nations, prepare war. Call your warriors, gather all your soldiers and march. Soldiers, your mighty men, your soldiers. Hammer the points of your plows into swords, and your pruning knives into spears, making your agricultural weapons, agricultural paraphernalia equipments, weapons, man. Even the weak must fight. Even the weak must fight. Hurry, come, all you surrounding nations, and gather in the valley of decision. Set down, O Lord, your armies to attack them. Scripture says, hearing the wars, rumors of war, see ye be not troubled, for the end is not by and by. For nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, there shall be pestilence, earthquakes in different places, man. That we in the times of sorrows. Sorrows goes to lament and mourning. Send down, O Lord, your armies to attack them, man. So, the land of the north, man. The land that's going to be gathering I'm a gun one, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they're gonna gather to fight, man. The point is, even the weak must fight, man. And you have, make sure I got it. Yeah. So prepare for war. That's what that is, prepare for war. So these nations are going to prepare for war ultimately. You know what I mean? Revelations, what is that? Revelations, let me just find this thing. Revelations 12. A war broke out in the heavens, and Michael and the angels fought, and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels. Now the dragon and his angels is the military might, man. The angels will be like them planes, man. The military and the planes, F-16s and different things. That's the carnal, pretty much, angels of the military of America, man. That's who's gonna fight, man. AKA Babylon. You know what I mean? Then war broke out in the heavens, and the angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. And he was not strong enough. And they lost their place in heaven. And the great dragon was hurled down, an ancient serpent called the devil, Satan, who leads the whole world astray by deception, by deceit. You know what I mean? You know, through the technology, the technocracy. But ultimately, how they're going to ultimately see, convincing, persuading the people, ultimately get relating to Revelations 13, 15. That's the ultimate is going to be to deceive the people, man. And the ancient serpent called the devil, the dragon, that's the carnal counterpart in the position of power. You know what I mean? Job 9 and 24. You can go to Revelation 6 and 4. You know, Edom, to take peace from the earth using the great sword, man. That sword is his military might, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him, so he's defeated easily, man. You know, you can go to, I believe, Second Esdras 11, Second Esdras 13. You go to Revelations 12. You know what I mean? When they come against, you know, pretty much the Lord. So this is just a few scriptures. I hope this helps relating to that. Give all praise to Bashim Yashal Bashim Kakadash. This is just quick news. And there's a lot of news coming out relating to economically. You also have the rift between federal chairman and the Fed chairman, which is Jerome. The last name escapes me right now. Let me see. I'll get it real quick. Jerome Powell. So you have a rift between him and he's giving warning to Trump relating to the consequences and the after effects relating to the terrorists, man. You see in the plummet relating to Trump ramps up attacks on Powell the man's loser Fed chair lower rates. SP tumbles 500 as Trump ratchets up attacks on the federal chair. So he wants him removed, man, basically. Can Trump fire the federal chairman Jeremy Powell? Jeremy Powell says he really can't remove me. He ain't gonna be removed. You know what I mean? He has no interest to be removed. Jeremy Powell is the next Trump crisis, and he's warning Trump related to these terrorists, man, relating to economy, the stock market. You know what I mean? Up and down, and just overall the potential financial chaos is going to cause relating to these tariffs. Dow closes a 9.7. Earlier said 1,000. After Trump's criticism of Powell rattles investors. Trump warns economical slowdown because the recession, inflation equals recession and different things, triggering sell-off. And you also seeing reports that these countries doing more sell-off on assets related to U.S. assets. That's going to be problematic for the U.S. as well, man. Let's continue. Powell, a major loser in 3 ways, could sideline the fair. He could sideline the Fed chair. These are reports earlier. All right, that was reports on that. Yeah, he gives a stark warning relating to the impact of the tariffs, the consequence of these tariffs, man. Trump suggests he can remove the Fed chair, Powell, and says he's not happy with him over interest rates because he wants more interest rates, cut more interest rates, man. Bassett probably urges caution as Trump attacks Powell. So Bassett gives warning to relating to Trump to ease off of Jerome Powell a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Now, Trump needs someone to blame. That's called deflection, man. You know what I mean? They call it in psychology or aspect transference from the source other to something else that has nothing to do with the main cause, man. So he's transferring, he's deflecting, man. You know what I mean? For pretty much that person's, falls or insecurities or faults, you know what I mean, in a matter of speaking. Trump says the Fed chair would resign if asked, and condemns him over interest rates. Trump is studying how to remove the Fed chair from Jerome Powell, economical advisor. These are different reports on that. So this is something short relating to that. I want to get that. I've seen this earlier. So and I seen one that says China to Trump. He says you're done, and that relates to more assets are being sold. China is selling more assets. You know what I mean? That's going to be problematic for that dollar, the economy, and the continuation relating to the dollar, man. You know what I mean? So that being said, I hope this helps relating to information. This is I.R. Wolf. Hope it helps. Shalom.